Picture this. You're 94 years old. It's a crisp morning, and you're walking down the block to your favorite coffee shop. No walker, no cane, just your own 2 feet, steady and strong. You nod to the folks sitting by the window. The barista knows your name. You order your usual, maybe a cappuccino, and sit down without even thinking about how easily you moved. Now, imagine that kind of freedom being your reality. It is possible, and I met someone who proved it. As we get older, our legs start telling us things. Sometimes there's a little stiffness when we wake up. Other times, it's that worn-out feeling after walking to the mailbox. We brush it off and say, well, I guess that's just aging. But here's the truth. It does not have to be that way. Getting older doesn't mean slowing down. Not if we know how to take care of our bodies the right way. Our legs are like the foundation of a house. When they're strong, everything else works better. That is why this video is so important. I'm going to walk you through 6 essential vitamins that support strength, balance, and mobility. And the best part is you can get all of them through simple daily habits. Nothing fancy, just real changes with real results. Let me ask you something. Have you ever stood up and felt like your legs just were not ready to support you? Or maybe you took a short walk and suddenly your legs felt heavier than usual, almost like someone added weights without telling you. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. A lot of people assume it is just part of getting older. But here's what most folks do not realize. Sometimes it is not aging. It is a signal, a gentle nudge from your body saying, hey, I need some help down here. And often, that help comes from the nutrients you are missing. Nutrients that support muscle strength, nerve function, joint health, and circulation. When your legs feel weak, it is not always about exercise. Sometimes it is about giving your body what it needs to do its job right. The good news? Once you figure out what your body is missing, you can feel a big difference, sometimes within weeks. Let's start with one of the most underrated vitamins when it comes to keeping your legs strong as you age. I'm talking about vitamin D. Most folks think of vitamin D as the sunshine vitamin, and that's true. But it does way more than just boost your mood or help with your immune system. When it comes to your legs, vitamin D plays 2 big roles. First, it helps your body absorb calcium, which is what your bones need to stay strong. Second, and just as important, it supports muscle function. Without enough vitamin D, your muscles may not contract the way they should. That's when your legs start to feel weak or shaky. You might notice trouble getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, or even keeping your balance while walking. I want to tell you about Harold. He's 76. A few months back, he told me, I hate stairs. My legs feel like noodles every time. So we looked at what he was eating, and guess what? He wasn't getting enough vitamin D. We made 2 simple changes. He started sitting in the sun for 15 minutes every morning. Nothing fancy, just sitting on his porch with a cup of tea. And then he added 1 tablespoon of cod liver oil to his breakfast. Now, I know cod liver oil doesn't sound exciting, but it's packed with vitamin D. And within 3 weeks, Harold called me and said, I climbed the stairs today, twice, didn't stop once. He was so proud. And honestly, so was I. Here's the thing. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. So even if you live somewhere sunny, your body might not be making enough. That's why many older adults need help with food or supplements. So what can you do? First, try to get some morning sun, just 15 to 20 minutes a day if you can. Second, eat foods rich in vitamin D. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are great choices. Fortified milk and eggs help too. But if you want something quick and easy, that 1 tablespoon of cod liver oil is hard to beat. And here's something encouraging. A lot of people who boost their vitamin D say they feel less pain at night. They stop getting those annoying leg cramps that come out of nowhere. They feel more balanced, steadier, and yes, even more energized. Your body doesn't need a lot of vitamin D to make a big difference, but it does need it consistently. So think about your day. Could you take your coffee outside tomorrow morning? Could you add just one small habit, like a spoonful of cod liver oil, to your breakfast? Little things can lead to big changes. Your legs are counting on you, and vitamin D might just be the first step to helping them stay strong and steady for years to come. Now let's talk about vitamin B12. This one doesn't always get the spotlight, but it should, especially if your legs have been feeling tired, wobbly, or even numb from time to time. Vitamin B12 is all about your nerves. It helps your nervous system communicate with the rest of your body, especially your muscles. It also helps make red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your legs. If your body doesn't get enough B12, your legs may feel weak, clumsy, or like they're falling asleep, even when you're wide awake. I want to tell you about Linda. She's 68 and used to tripping over nothing. Literally, she'd be walking across her kitchen and suddenly stumble. It was frustrating and honestly a little scary. When we talked, she told me she had been eating pretty well. But here's the thing. As we age, our bodies have a harder time absorbing vitamin B12 from food. Even if you're eating right, your stomach might not be pulling enough of it out. So we made a small shift. Linda started using nutritional yeast. Just 1 tablespoon a day, sprinkled on her eggs or added to soup. Within 10 days, she called me and said, "I feel like I got my legs back." She was more stable, more confident, and most importantly, she wasn't afraid to move around the house anymore. That's the power of B12. It supports coordination and balance. It gives your legs the signals they need to move correctly. Some of the signs you might be low include tingling in your feet, a weird, heavy feeling in your legs, or that frustrating sense that your balance is off for no clear reason. So what can you do? Start with food. B12 is found in meat, poultry, eggs, fish, and dairy. But if your digestion isn't what it used to be, it helps to have a reliable backup. That's where nutritional yeast comes in. It's a tasty, simple option that delivers a big B12 boost. Just 1 tablespoon a day is enough for most people. Mix it into mashed potatoes, sprinkle it over pasta, or stir it into soup. It's easy to add and even easier to stick with. And here's something to think about. People who boost their B12 often notice more energy. Their steps feel lighter. They feel sharper, more connected. It's like their whole system starts clicking again. Linda wasn't the only one. I've seen dozens of older adults feel like their legs got a second chance, just from fixing a simple deficiency. So if your legs have been feeling off and you're not sure why, consider giving B12 a shot. Your nerves will thank you. Your legs will respond. And you might just feel like yourself again. And if you try this, let us know. Someone else out there may be waiting for the same solution you just found. Let's talk about a vitamin that most people think is just for fighting off colds. But it does so much more than that, especially when it comes to your legs. I'm talking about vitamin C. Vitamin C is essential for making collagen. And what's collagen? Think of it like the glue that holds your body together. It keeps your joints flexible, your tendons strong, and your cartilage in good shape. When your body does not have enough collagen, your knees start to creak, your steps feel stiff, and everyday movements become uncomfortable. Now let me tell you about George. He's 72 and used to be a passionate gardener, but he stopped working in his yard because his knees ached every time he bent down. He thought he was just getting old, but after we looked at his diet, we realized he wasn't getting enough vitamin C. So we added 1 tablespoon of acerola cherry powder to his daily routine. It is packed with natural vitamin C, way more than you would get from an orange. Within a couple of weeks, George was back in his garden. He told me, "I weeded the flower bed, and my knees didn't complain once." That's the power of giving your body what it needs. Vitamin C also helps reduce inflammation. And if you've ever had swollen knees or sore leg muscles, you know how much of a difference that can make. It helps your body recover faster after walks or exercise, and it keeps your joints feeling loose instead of locked up. What are some signs you might be low in vitamin C? Maybe you feel stiff in the morning, or your muscles stay sore longer than they should after a short walk. Maybe your knees feel crunchy or swollen. Those can all be little signs from your body asking for more support. Now, how do you get more vitamin C? Sure, citrus fruits are great. Oranges, grapefruits, and even kiwis. Bell peppers and strawberries are excellent, too. But if you want a quick and powerful option, that same acerola cherry powder George used might work for you, too. Just 1 tablespoon a day in your water or smoothie. It is simple, fast, and it can really help. Many folks who start taking more vitamin C report waking up with less stiffness, walking farther without pain, and even noticing better skin and more energy. The key is consistency. Your body uses vitamin C every day, so it needs to be replenished every day. When you keep that supply steady, your joints move better, your recovery gets faster, and your legs stay ready for what you want to do. It is not about turning back the clock. It is about helping your body feel good again, just like George did. And if he can get back to gardening, maybe you can get back to something you love, too. Now, let's move on to a vitamin that does not get much attention, but plays a huge role in how your legs feel and move. I'm talking about vitamin K2. Most people have heard of vitamin K, but often confuse K1 with K2. Vitamin K1 helps your blood clot. That is important, of course. But vitamin K2 has a completely different job. It is like a traffic cop for calcium. It tells calcium where to go and, just as importantly, where not to go. Without enough K2, calcium can start to build up in the wrong places. It ends up in your joints and arteries instead of your bones. That can lead to stiffness, discomfort, and even poor circulation. So even if you're taking calcium supplements or eating calcium-rich foods, your body might not be using that calcium the way it should. Let me tell you about Frank. He is 79 and has been taking calcium for years. His doctor told him it would keep his bones strong. But Frank kept feeling stiff. His knees ached, and he felt like his legs just were not supporting him the way they used to. Then we added vitamin K2 into his routine. He started using grass-fed butter, just 1 tablespoon a day on his toast or veggies. Within a few weeks, Frank told me, "My knees don't creak like they used to. I feel lighter on my feet." That was his way of saying his body was finally using calcium the right way. Good sources of K2 include grass-fed butter, ghee, aged cheeses like Gouda and Brie, and fermented foods like natto and sauerkraut. Now I know natto is not for everyone. It has a strong flavor, but if you can handle it, it is one of the richest sources of K2 out there. You don't need a lot. 1 tablespoon of grass-fed butter a day can make a big difference over time. That small amount helps guide calcium into your bones, where it strengthens your frame and helps you stand tall. People who add K2 often say their joints feel less tight, their posture improves, and they even notice better flexibility in their hips and knees. And because calcium is not clogging up their blood vessels, their circulation improves, too. This vitamin works quietly. It is not flashy, but it is essential if you want to move freely and avoid the kind of stiffness that sneaks up as the years go by. So take a look at your plate. Could you add a little grass-fed butter? Maybe try a slice of aged cheese or a spoonful of sauerkraut. It does not take much to support your legs and keep you walking steadily. Just the right nutrients are doing their job. And vitamin K2 is one of the smartest helpers you can have on your side. Let's talk about magnesium. This is one of those minerals that work behind the scenes, but when you don't have enough of it, your body lets you know fast, especially your legs. Magnesium helps your muscles contract and relax the way they should. Without it, your legs might cramp, twitch, or just feel unusually tired. Ever woken up in the middle of the night with a sudden Charlie horse in your calf? Or felt that buzzing, restless leg sensation when you were trying to fall asleep? That could be your body's way of asking for more magnesium. Let me tell you about Dave. He is 70 and has been dealing with nighttime leg cramps for months. They would wake him up around 2 in the morning, and he'd have to walk around just to get the pain to settle. It was exhausting. We talked, and I suggested he try eating pumpkin seeds every day. Just 1 tablespoon. That is it. 2 weeks later, Dave told me, I have slept through every single night. Not one cramp. I feel like I have energy again. That tiny change made a huge impact. Magnesium is also important for your nerves and circulation. It helps your blood vessels stay relaxed and open so oxygen can get to your muscles. Better blood flow means your legs feel more energized and less sluggish. So if you've been feeling tired after doing simple things like walking around the grocery store or standing in the kitchen, low magnesium might be part of the reason. It is not just about feeling older. Sometimes it is about what your body is missing. Good sources of magnesium include dark leafy greens like spinach and kale, nuts like almonds and cashews, seeds like chia and pumpkin seeds, and whole grains like brown rice and oats. But if you want something simple and effective, a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds each day is a great place to start. They are crunchy, tasty, and easy to add to your meals. You can sprinkle them on salads, mix them into oatmeal, or just grab a handful as a snack. Many older adults who start getting more magnesium report fewer nighttime cramps, better sleep, more energy during the day, and legs that feel more relaxed and less stiff. Remember, your muscles work hard every single day. Even when you are sitting, they are keeping you upright and balanced. Giving them the magnesium they need is one of the best ways to support them. So if your legs have been giving you trouble, or if sleep has been hard to come by, think about this small change. 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seeds. Every day. It is a tiny habit, but it could mean more restful nights, stronger steps, and a whole lot more comfort in your daily life. Let's wrap up our vitamin journey with one that plays a quiet but powerful role in how your legs feel. I'm talking about vitamin E. Vitamin E is best known as an antioxidant, but when it comes to your legs, its real magic is in how it supports your circulation. You see, vitamin E helps your blood vessels stay flexible and open. That means oxygen and nutrients can flow more easily to your muscles, especially the ones in your legs. Have you ever noticed your feet or lower legs feel cold, even when the room is warm? Or maybe you've seen some swelling after sitting for a while. These can be signs of poor circulation, and vitamin E might be one of the missing pieces. I want to share a story with you about Margaret. Yes, the same Margaret who was still dancing at 94. She told me every morning she takes 1 tablespoon of wheat germ oil. She swears by it, says it makes her feel lighter on her feet. Now, that might sound like a simple statement, but for someone in their 90s, that is a big deal. Vitamin E also helps reduce inflammation, which means less stiffness and pain after being active. And because it protects your cells from damage, it supports your body's natural repair process. What are some signs you might need more vitamin E? Maybe your legs tire out quickly, or maybe you notice they feel heavy at the end of the day. You might even see some puffiness in your ankles after sitting too long. These are all subtle signs that your circulation might need a little help. Now, how do you get more of it? Great sources include nuts like almonds and hazelnuts, seeds like sunflower seeds, avocados, and spinach. But one of the easiest and most effective ways is with wheat germ oil. Just 1 tablespoon a day gives you a strong dose of vitamin E and is easy to add to your breakfast. You can drizzle over toast, mix it into oatmeal, or even blend it into a smoothie. Many people who start adding more vitamin E say their legs feel warmer, their walking feels easier, and they have more endurance. It is not about turning into an athlete. It is about feeling good when you get out of bed and having enough energy to enjoy your day. And the best part? It is simple. No complicate routines. Just one small change that helps your body work better from the inside out. So if your legs have felt tired, cold, or swollen lately, take a closer look at your vitamin E intake. It might just be the boost your circulation has been waiting for. Give it a try, and like Margaret, you might find yourself moving more freely and feeling lighter on your feet. Now that we have walked through each of the 6 vitamins, let's take a step back and really think about what this means. Vitamin D supports your muscles and bones. Vitamin B12 keeps your nerves sharp and your legs steady. Vitamin C builds your joints from the inside out. Vitamin K2 makes sure calcium goes where it belongs. Magnesium keeps your muscles relaxed and your energy flowing. And vitamin E keeps your blood moving so your legs can keep up. Together, they form a team that works around the clock to help you stay mobile, stable, and independent. You do not need to do everything at once. You do not have to be perfect, but one small habit can lead to another. Start with 1 tablespoon. Maybe it is cod liver oil, or pumpkin seeds, or wheat germ oil. Like Margaret, like Harold, like George, they started small, and now their legs are stronger. Their energy is better, and they're still doing the things they love. You could be next. It all starts with one simple step. So here we are. You have just learned about 6 simple vitamins that could completely change the way your legs feel. And the truth is, none of it is complicated. You do not need a shelf full of supplements or a long list of rules. Just a few small changes. A tablespoon here, a new food choice there. When you give your body the right tools, it responds. You feel stronger, more balanced, more alive. Like Linda, who stopped tripping. Like Frank, who felt his knees ease up. Like Margaret, who still dances in her 90s. You're not too old. You're not too late. Start today. Start small. Your legs carry your life. So let's give them the strength they deserve. If you found this helpful, go ahead and give this video a like. It helps more people find the information they need. And let us know in the comments. Which vitamin are you going to try first? Or have you already made one of these changes? Share your experience. It might help someone else get started. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with someone you care about. Your legs matter. Let's take care of them together.